Right then. Oh dear, just getting set up now here, chat. Right, just turn down the music a little bit here, fade it into the background. Hello everyone, welcome back to streaming, welcome back to Cold Waters. Just in the middle of installing the reduced visibility mod. Water visibility mod, there we go. Finally got it. Environment, I'm pretty sure I put this in an override folder, don't I? Can't quite remember, just give us a moment, chat. How's everybody doing? Are we all having good days? Are we all having fun so far? I'm pretty sure it's override, isn't it? Override. Put that in there, and then if I drag those like... If I just drag the environment folder, it should be alright. There we go, put that in there. And then all hypothetically speaking, if I load Cold Waters now, it's going to work a treat. Mike sounds a bit weird, Q. It does. It's to do with the capture not the capture software, it's to do with the fact that I'm at Jane's. That sounds so loud. You're going to have to bear with me here, chat. Brace yourselves. Jesus, hang on. Just got to turn stuff down. There we go. Can't quite see anything yet, but don't worry, we'll get there. There we go, that should be alright. Okay, accept that, and then I need to get the intro scene sorted, not that one, it's one of these. I'm having to do it manually because I don't have a thing set up for it. Do I have I've got to have a Cold Waters capture window, surely. Surely I've got a Cold Waters one. U-boat, bomber crew, Cold Waters, there he is. Let's load him up. Good stuff. I'm just going to quickly test whether or not this is working, just by loading this in. It should be very, very murky in the water. Just want to make sure I've installed it properly.
Sonar new contact bearing 2.
Yeah,
6, 2,
that's right.
Sierra 1.
That's the right mod. Okay, leave combat. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right then, so welcome back everybody to Cold Waters. It's obviously been a long time since we played this, or a few months at least. So yeah, we're going to be jumping in, we're going to be shooting some bad guys. I don't have the more playable subs thing installed, I've just got the visibility mod. So we've got your usual pick of NATO style submarines, not much else. Even in these dark days, At Long Live Quebec provides a sense of consistency with the cube thonk. I know, right? Gotta be done, gotta be done. So yeah, how are people in chat doing? Good to see you, Canadian. Welcome, welcome. How is everything? It's not too bad, mate. I'm just chilling out. Jane's having a bit of a nap. We got some new pillows today from the supermarché. Nothing fancy, but the pillows we had were kind of like... Do you know, like when the pillow's like been served its life and it's just flat as a pancake and it's like sleeping on a bed of concrete. Our pillows have basically come like that. So we've ordered some fresh ones, or bought some fresh ones today, and it's very chill. It's very, very, very comfy. I'm looking forward to sleeping on them this evening, which is going to be nice. Yes, very fluffy, some extra soft ones. Jane was up like most of the night again, just, you know, doing her own thing. So she's having a nap right now. I don't really need to worry about waking her up, because for some reasons, her going to sleep is absolutely synonymous with me live streaming. I have no idea why. I think I just put people to sleep. It's like a superpower or something. So yeah, she's going to be like conked out for most of the stream. She might wake up in a bit and say hi, but she's definitely lights out at the moment. Any chance of modern sub today? What do you mean modern sub? Whiskers. You mean like playing a Los Angeles? God no, skipjack all the way, my friend. It's your soothing voice, my man. I don't know about that. But anyway, yeah, I'd make like an awful teacher. I'd make a great history teacher and a terrible history teacher, because on the one hand, I like to think that I can talk about pretty much anything and make it somewhat interesting. I'd like to think that's a trait of mine, a storytelling ability that I have. Maybe add an EQ and turn it down the higher frequencies and boost the bass. It might help a little bit. Adrius, you've said things, but my brain and hands do not know how to facilitate them, unfortunately. I do need to fiddle around with audio at some point, but I'm not going to fiddle around with it while it's on Jane's PC, just because I don't want to break anything. So we're just going to have to leave it where it is. You have an ASMR sound, is that right? You'd be good at reading audiobooks. If only I could read, Freddy. Pro streamer, you've got it. Very windy. Right, so yeah, welcome. For anybody who doesn't know what this game is, I'm pretty sure you've sussed it's a naval game from the background. It's essentially a submarine game. They're actually expanding this game to do like... you may remember we played a game ages ago called, if I go and find it, somewhere in my Steam list here, Victory at Sea Pacific, right? Which is basically a grand RTS about the Pacific War, Pacific theater of war, America versus Japan, naval-based combat, right? It looks like Cold Waters is trying to do a similar thing to that, sort of grand campaign, sort of RTS, grand RTS kind of thing. And they're bringing that into cold waters with like warships and aircraft carriers and aircraft and planes and all kinds of stuff. You're going to have dauntless dive bombers attacking various Japanese ships. You're going to have the Japanese G4M, light bombers and torpedo bombers and stuff. It's going to make for a very interesting campaign. There's obviously going to be submarines as well because that's easy. Quebec can't read, feels bad, man. I know, right? It's terrible. It's a terrible business. I'd like to thank Mr. Elder Quacken there for the 19 months. Blub, my friend. So like war game, but more sim-based. Kind of, yes. We haven't really seen very much, Nate. There's only been a teaser trailer put out. No real, solid review, press release content yet. Just a teaser video. And it looks quite interesting. Mr. TNT Potts, thank you very much there for the 3 months, sir. Appreciate your support, sir. Or madam. We don't discriminate here. Who knows? Who knows? It's the internet. I'm going to guess it's a man. Is it a man? Who knows? Anyway. Games. Cold Waters in particular. We're going to be doing a 1984 campaign, as the title suggests. Probably going to do a skipjack campaign, to be honest. I'm in a bit of a mood for the skipjack, so I might go and take that out for a spin, if chat will allow me that. And yeah, we'll go from there. There's something a bit off about Q, saying he can't read, but I can't quite put my finger on it. What do you mean? Terrible. Still in the toilet mic? Oh yes, toilet mic is in full force. Mr. Ashtaroth, I believe, is helping Jane purchase a Rode NT-S USB and microphone, and that'll be coming like within the next week or so. So it won't be potato mic forever, but until we set it up, we've got prime quality potato mic, which is fantastic. So yeah, I'll catch that when it lands. For the moment, it's okay. Mr. Mumu, thank you very much, getting in there with the 5 gifted subs. I'd also like to let everybody know in chat. 99% of you are going to know this already. The regulars are going to know this already. But the not so tiny couch fund is officially over. It's done. The couch fund is closed, partly due to the necessity of another donation drive that unfortunately has had to rear its head. The plan wasn't to do a donation drive after the not so tiny couch fund ended, but it's an unforeseen cost has manifested itself from within the bowels of student finance. For anybody who doesn't know, Jane's a university student, and the way student finance works, I'm sure 99% of you know how it works, but basically there's tuition and maintenance when it comes to your student loan. Student finance will cover your tuition and your maintenance loan for 3 years, right? The problem comes with if you need 4 years of funding, which Jane does. Student Finance has turned around and said that they won't fund her first year of this new course, and that we have to come up with the funding ourselves, which means we've basically got to come up with like $9.5 grand by... Oh my god, sheep with 500 people. Christ almighty, man. Sheep, what the hell? Bloody hell, moving up in the world, sheep. 500 people. Christ almighty, man. Good to see you, my guy. I don't know whether I've got you as a VIP, Mr. Sheep. If you talk in chat, sir, I will flat. No, he is. He's already covered. Hello, mate. How are you? Long time no see. I'm going to go out on a whim and say you were playing the Isle. Would I be right in my assumption? Fucking hell, good to see you. People like dinosaurs. People do like dinosaurs. You are now a dinosaur streamer, sir. And in the same way I'm a submarine streamer. Yes. Unless there's a subaquatic dinosaur that I can play, like an eel. Can I play an eel? Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, can I take a skipjack submarine into the sort of the prehistoric era? Hopefully. Azium, thank you very much there for the tier 1 sub for 31 months, you ancient bastard. 31 months, Jesus Christ. Doing well, I have indeed. I have 25 hours in the game now. Fucking Jesus Christ. Good grief. Sheep. I need an independent review here. Oh, Mr. Storm, thank you very much there, else. Oh, Atom, sorry, I don't have my glasses on. I'm going to treat chat to some glasses. I'm going to put them on just for chat. Thank you very much there. Well, hey, TLD and Cold Waters, we back, boys. That's right, The Long Dark. We'll be. I was going to play that today. I might still play it this evening, but not entirely sure when I'll get round to that. Sorry, just grabbing my glasses. Lovely. Anyway, yes, my independent question, Mr. Sheep. I wanted to ask, is there actually much gameplay there? Because as someone who I've watched the Twitch clips, I've watched the live streams and stuff, but my inkling is, and you'll have to forgive me, is that all there is to do is eat, drink, and walk around a little bit. And I don't know, like, I can see that getting old pretty fast. I mean, I know there's like complex RP that goes with it, but I don't know. It seems a bit. I'm not sure. It's good to watch, but I don't know. I just couldn't see myself playing it for very long. I think it's one of those games that people will burn out on very quickly. You just described being at my parents' house. Yeah. It's just I'm just trying to put out the feelers and see what the gameplay's like, because from what I've seen.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ! Got the fucking tier 1 scam train. There it is. So it's fucking well open. Gendros, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub there. Very kind. I'll play forever and never stop. That's it. Just have a swig of me water there. It's Isolation Simulator, I think so. Do you know what? As a treat, I think I'm going to actually start playing Cold Waters, because I didn't quite get around to that. So, let me put my water bottle over there. Big thank you for the 100 bits there for Metal Cooler with the hype train, that's right. Good old scam train, courtesy of Twitch TV. Sheep, the gameplay can be a bit slow for some. I personally love the ecosystem of the game. A lot of people have only picked it up this week. I'm not sure how long they'll enjoy it, but I've had it for over a year and still enjoying it now. Fantastic. Not too bad, I know, right? Boy, actually playing. We're going to jump in then. I'll probably get it eventually, Sheep. The problem is, like, I don't want to get it, because what always happens is that I'm a bit like tentative about getting it, right? And then I put it off for like 3-4 weeks, and then by the time I actually pick it up, everyone's kind of just powering down on it. It's the same with SWAT. Like back when like Soviet and stuff was playing SWAT 4, like I picked it up and then they kind of down tools, which is like, which is all right. Yeah. Shipmate, that he's got 200. You've got 200 hours in the game. Fucking Jesus Christ. Not 25, I was going to say. Beshman, thank you very much there. Thank you for your whisper and streaming. I think I appreciate that. Thank you. Anyway, let's jump into the game then. So, campaign. We are going to be playing the 1984 North Atlantic campaign. Again, for the benefit of the people from Sheep's chat that may not know what we're playing here today. Give it a while and see if people have left it. I'm a big dino nerd, so I love it. Fair enough. If I do get it, Sheep, I'll count on you still being there. What is with my voice, Flu Joe? I'm over at Jane's at the moment. I'm in a different house. That's why I'm and therefore don't have my streaming equipment with me. It's all under the exclamation mark mic command. Mr. Mad Rago, thank you very much there for the 27 months there. Kill the whales. I don't have Mario Strikers charged on a hotkey. And Mr. Mizzou as well. 025. I don't trust stairs. They're always up to something. Oh, Jesus. What you're saying is when you get when you get a game, the game is dead. Oh, yes. But like whenever I say a joke or a meme, it is instantly classified as a dead meme. You know, if I meme something, if Boomer Joe has got to the point of actually telling that joke, it's fossilized. It's gone. It's older than some of those dinosaurs Sheep's been playing. But anyway, games. So, 1984 North Atlantic campaign. As tensions build along the Iron Curtain, Warsaw packed forces, Jesus, thank you very much for the 1,000 bits there, for the greedy university fund. Yep, that's it. You've got it. You've got me sussed out. It's all going into. I'm funneling. I'm making like it's the old snake oil plea of it's all going to a good cause, and then it's got to be honest with you, chat. It's going straight on Star Citizen. yeah, so as tensions build across the Iron Curtain, Warsaw Pact forces launch a devastating surprise attack across the Fulda Gap. Central Europe is plunged into war and NATO nations struggle to push back. Resupply convoys from the United States are crucial to the war effort and must be defended. NATO naval operations assign you to the Norwegian Sea and North Atlantic in an attempt to maintain control of the situation. So again, despite the ships that we can see in front of us, this is very much a submarine game, so we're going to be going subsurface. Chucky says a farmer takes a rest on a bale of hay. I say I love my job, he says. A sheep replies, all you do is boss me around all day. The farmer, clearly upset by this statement, responds, what did you just say? The sheep replies, you heard me. Oh, God. Dude, just end me. Smite me now. Fantastic. Well, a big thank you to Ninja Dropout for the 1,000 bits there. And, yeah, thank you for the tier 1 subs. Thank you for the gift subs, Moo Moo. So, game. Boy, actually going to die if we don't get into the game now. So let's jump in. Thomas Chesterton, Joe, Big Joe, Commander Big Joe. Let's do it. And let's take out. I mean, do we take out a skipjack? I personally love the skipjack. Fucking hell, another raid. Jesus Christ, there's a war on. Another fucking raid. Good to see you, Chinny. How are you? Chinny, if I want you to know, if we get to the point of having Exanima multiplayer at some point in either mine or your lifetimes, I'd love to play it with you. I'd love for you to teach me a thing or two about actually stabbing people in the game and not thrusting like a lunatic into the dark. What happened to your mic? It sounds compressed. Exclamation mark Mike has all the answers. Smart but dumb. They'll tell you. Man the bunkers. That's it. If we ever get there. Chinny. How you doing, mate? Are you in good nick? Good to see you, my guy. Lovely stuff. Well, we got a tier 1 hype train emote. Fantastic stuff. Whatever the hell that is. Choo choo indeed. Right then, could be better. Quite hungry right now. Yeah, we're kind of deciding what we're going to be doing for food tonight. We're either going to grab a little bit of takeaway, or we're going to, I don't even know. I think we've got some tortellini in the fridge. I think I'm saying that right. It's like the pasta with like the spinach inside. We've got like a tomato sauce and a bit of shredded cheddar to throw over the top of it. It should be nice. It was really nice last time we did it, so hopefully we'll do well. Get a pizza. Jane's more of a calzone lass herself. I'm a pizza man, but Jane tends to prefer a calzone over a pizza, which is basically just a folded pizza, isn't it? Anyway, into the game. I promise we'll get there, chat. Right. So, skipjack class nuclear attack submarine. I do like the skipjack. It's very manoeuvrable. It's quite easy to dodge torpedoes, but it's very, very under-equipped for a 1984 SSN. So it's like, we'll have to be careful and just sort of see how we go, but I am kind of eager to get in with this slightly more difficult gameplay. So I think we'll go from there. So, skipjack class nuclear attack submarine. Let's have a go from here. Right then. So, yeah, anyway, this one. Just a little bit about the submarine so people know what they're getting into. This is actually a very small submarine, and just a quick sort of blurb on it. In service since 1959, so it's 1984 at the moment, so this thing's been in service for like 25 years. It's an old submarine by this point in the war. They've tried to modernise it, but without pretty much rebuilding it from the ground up and essentially making a new submarine. You're always going to have the limitations of the technology of the time. It's had, like I say, some attempt at modernisation, but it is, in essence, a 25-year-old submarine. The skipjacks were the first attack submarines to feature the revolutionary teardrop hull and single hull construction. So teardrop hull and single hull. So this kind of elliptical teardrop shape allows it very sort of hydrodynamic. Sure you can appreciate, and also does an okay job at reflecting sonar signature, but not an amazing job. It was okay for back in the day, but at this point in the war, the skipjack is like banging a couple of bin lids together in a library. It's pretty loud at this point, so you know, they did what they could. Having been retrofitted with quieter propellers and towed arrays, these boats are designed for high speed and lack the silencing and advanced sonars introduced in later classes. So again, very crude, does a job, but doesn't necessarily do it well. Picture of Lulu giving Soviet the side eye. Let's have a mouse over there. Oh, look at that side eye. Lovely, lovely. Right. One member of this class, the USS Scorpion, sank with all hands near Azores in 1968. Have a read about the USS Scorpion. It's really weird. It just sank one day. Like it was meant to rendezvous at a harbour somewhere in like Pan Asia kind of area, somewhere in that part of the world, China Sea kind of thing, and it just sank. No one knew what happened. It just disappeared one day. The SOSUS arrays, the sort of hydroacoustic microphones that they use to detect enemy submarines, managed to pick up this like awful bang, and that was the only clue. No one ever really knows what happened to this day. There's theories, but yeah, it's a pretty scary way to go when you think about it. So. This is our skipjack submarine. As I say, it's quite old. We've got 93 souls aboard and only 700 feet of water to actually hide in. This submarine is not the best equipped, but we'll do what we can with it and try our best to make a good show. So let us accept our command, and we are in... Oh, we're in the original. Oh, fantastic. We're in the lead vessel, the flagship vessel. So effective immediately, you are hereby assigned command of Skipjack class submarine USS Skipjack SSN 585. So the first in class is always named as the class of submarine. So the very first, Los Angeles class would be called the USS Los Angeles, and so on and so on and so on. Does it not even have a deck gun? Not that kind of warfare. Deck guns are long since obsolete by this point in the war, or in the Cold War anyway. It's submarines should barely even surface, at this point in sort of submarine combat. It's a very bad idea to come anywhere near the top. See you later, Chitty. Have a good day, mate. Take care of yourself. Thanks for the raid, bro. Right then, so we're not going to read all of the newspapers, but basically all you need to know about what's happening in the game at the moment is that those Ruskies are at it again, and they've invaded Western Europe, essentially, starting with West Germany. They've started rolling their way towards the into sort of France, into Norway, Sweden, that kind of stuff. They're just bowling their way through, and it's our job as NATO, at least the submarine arm of NATO, to try and sink enemy supply shipping and warships to keep Atlantic convoy routes open. For the most part, NATO is going to be losing a shitload of ground, but then after that, we get slightly once war materials start arriving from America, the war starts to change in NATO's favour until you ultimately win. This is quite a long game. We never tend to really finish a campaign because of how long they are. Dave says, what's it powered by? I'm guessing you mean the submarine. It's nuclear powered, SSN, so nuclear powered submarine. So we're going to skip through all of these newspaper articles, and we're going to go straight into our first mission. Now, we are docked at Holy Loch in Scotland. We may be an American submarine crew, but we are basing out of the UK, Scotland, at the moment. So that's going to be our base of operations, where we will replenish and rearm and so on. So, from the Commander-in-Chief of the Atlantic Fleet, that's what Sinkland Fleet stands for. So Commander-in-Chief of the Atlantic Fleet, we've got a top secret order as of the 27th of December 1984, delivered at 8 o'clock in the morning. Intelligence has discerned a pattern to movements of enemy at-sea replenishment tankers and tenders. A small enemy force, including one or two of these ships, is expected to sail from Archangelsk shortly for a rendezvous near the Soviet coastline. So we're going straight into enemy territory for this one. Brilliant. I love going into enemy territory. You are ordered to find and sink this group before it completes replenishment of enemy forces. This is a brutal first mission. You may also get a chance at the enemy submarines the group intends to support, but the tankers and tenders are the mission target. Primary objective, locate and sink enemy replenishment tankers and tenders. So we're going after hostile cargo ships at this point. The secondary objective is to locate and sink any nearby submarines that are intended to be resupplied. We have got to avoid detection by enemy ASW patrols. ASW standing for Anti-Submarine Warfare. Specialist destroyers, frigates, submarines designed to kill submarines. ASWs, or like hunter-killer packs, they're incredibly dangerous. So we've got to be very, very mindful of those. Rule of engagements are warning yellow, weapons free on designated targets, which basically means don't shoot civilians. Anything Russian, hallelujah, go for it. And MCOM is to maintain radio silence until otherwise directed. So we're going to head straight off to the Soviet coastline because we've got a long way to go. I probably want to load up a couple more MOSSs, so I will do that. Let's unload a couple of MOSSs, or unload a couple of Mark 48 torpedoes, not the ADCAP versions, and then we'll rock and roll with this. We are going to reload tube 3 and 6 with MOSS decoys, and then we're going to have 2 in reserve, and we're going to cast off from there. Right then, this is the world strategic map. The Soviet coastline is up here in the Barents Sea. Tends to be around here or around here. Basically, we're going into Murmansk, or we're hugging the sort of east side of the Barents Sea. We're pounding like the clappers here, coming through here. The various planes you can see represent maritime air patrols, which can detect you and report your position. We want to try and avoid them if we can, but you know, we'll take what we can get. Coming in through the deep water here. Oh yeah, that's us detected, definitely. Just got to try and find our... That's us detected again for sure. Oh, we found something, no idea what it is. So, USS Skipjack SSN 585 in the vicinity of the Soviet coastline on the 29th of December, so we've been in transit for just over 2 days. 11 o'clock in the morning. Captain, we have a new sonar contact bearing 266 designated Sierra 1. EXO reports our depth is at 600 feet, which is unlikely considering the fact we're at full speed. Chances are we're going to be more at... because the Barents Sea is quite shallow, we're probably going to be at about 200-300 feet, depending. So it's less than ideal. Heading is 288, speed is 20 knots. Local conditions are scattered with a light breeze, and a very strong surface ducting thermal layer is at 175 feet. What are your orders, sir? We're going to go all hands man battle stations and rig ship for silent running.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Okay, sonar take total water depth. Total water depth is 579 feet to ocean floor, over. Let's take a look. We've got this surface duct and thermal layer. Ambient noise is 79 decibels, which means it's very quiet out and about today. What we need to do is find the submarine that's given us a hard time. Now, as we slow down here towards 5 knots, we should hopefully be able to detect them. We're going to stay down here for a couple of minutes while we try and get a sonar solution on whatever's intercepted us, and then we can go from there. At the moment, it's assumed that we're fighting a submarine due to the fact that we had no prior engagement on the map, like we didn't see a marker or anything, so I'm guessing it's going to be a very modern nuclear-powered attack submarine, a hunter-killer. With the amount of maritime patrol aircraft that spotted us, I'm almost certain this is going to be an ASW group, which means 2, 3, maybe even 4 submarines. Hopefully not that extreme, but we'll go from there. Hello Petra, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Right. Nothing to really report at the moment. Okay, no contacts on sonar as far as we can see. Nothing to report. We are wanting to remain stealthy here, so we're not going to bang away on the active just yet. We're going to try and maintain somewhat of a radio silence. Let's bring ourselves up towards the thermal layer and try and find them. Has Jane seen her messages in the Discord? She's been fast asleep, Ashtaroth, I'm afraid, and I'm not one to pry, so no, she hasn't checked them. What's up with the whales? Biologic. You can get biological signatures in the water. It's not just submarines. Conditions up top are very agreeable. Right, let's change depth. Dive. Can I get you to change depth to... let's come to 300 feet, please, dive.
Make depth 300 feet, dive by.
Right, can you say I had a banana today? There you go, just like that. I did, in fact. Have I had a banana today? I don't think I have had a... We got bananas in, but I don't think I've had any. Isn't this sub from the 60s? Yes, it is. It's a very old submarine. Modernised, but ultimately the same ancient sub from the 60s. Drinky drink. Pop that back over there. Right then, we're continuing our climb up to 300 meters. Nothing else to report as of this time. We are currently travelling in this direction, currently turning the screws for a very slow and agreeable 5 knots. In fact, just for the sake of you guys at home, particularly the people on mobile, oh, I need to change that to realistic. Distance scale 1 to 1, Big Joe, disable Iron Man, autosave tooltips, yes, 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 yes. What did I come in here to change? Came in here to change something very specific and I have forgotten. No? Change it like that. Oh, try not to tab out. That was what I wanted to do. I wanted to set the interface HUD size to 1.05. Just makes it a little bit bigger for you guys. 1.1. Makes it a little bit blurry, but it just lets you see a couple of these things a little bit easier. Okay, so let's take a look here. We've got a new sonar contact spotted as we come up to 300 feet here, so let's start target motion analysis on this hostile target. So we're assuming it's a submarine due to the fact that we've really got no detection of it at all, and what we're trying to do is line up these lines to these lines as best we can. We're going to slow down a little bit more just in case he's quite close, so dive, manoeuvring even, turn the screws for 2 knots for me please. Feet, not meters. Sorry, bad habit. Right, let's start trying to identify what target we're coming up against here. So we've got 3 very, very strong sort of low band frequencies, and then we've got a couple of high band frequencies against the sort of noise of the ocean here. So we've got to try and pick those out as best we can. Big thank you to Ninja Craze there for the 25 months, you old fuck. Jesus Christ. So what we want to do is try and start lining up these lines as best we can. Not quite. Almost. Not quite a Victor. A kilo. Looks like a kilo. Send it and mark it.
Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
Okay, Kilo class submarine. This is the latest and most advanced diesel-electric submarine built by the Soviets. Compared to earlier designs, the Kilo has adopted the albacore hull form, which makes it much faster underwater. It is also much quieter and carries weapons and sensors on par with the third-generation nuclear attack submarines like the Victor III. So very, very nasty contact here. So we've got a hostile diesel-electric Kilo-class submarine. What we want to try and do is fire from its baffles and continue our target motion analysis. Okay, dive. What's his he's above the layer. Dive, take us back down to 450 feet. Over.
Make depth 450 feet, dive high.
Okay, coming down. Low frequency, chances are they've heard, yep, they've probably heard me already. It's what they will do to engage. They probably know I'm here. If they already know I'm here, it might be worth releasing myself from silent running and starting my acceleration and beginning fire on active sonar. I just want to try and increase the sonar solution somewhat before I engage, so that I'm able to fire an accurate first shot, as the fire control system on the skipjack only supports 1 wire-guided torpedo at a time. Interesting. So yeah, we've got to sit tight down here, see what we can do. Keep trying to improve. So here our SOL solution on the target is 56%. Oh, we've got a ping on active sonar. Not good. We're not going to reply just yet. Get ready with an active homing warhead. Right. This looks accurate. We're going to send this on him now. So, firing point procedures, bearing 260, range to enable 2,000 yards, ship ready, tube ready, shoot tube 1.
Shoot tube 1, aye sir. Con sonar, launch transient from Sierra 1.
All ahead, flank cavitate, aye. We've got hostile weapons in the water. plan is going to be to turn north,
Right to 002. Helm I.
try and get around them. Right, reload Mark 48, Tube 1. So what we're doing now is we're currently speeding up to 30 knots and we're going into torpedo evasion mode. We're going to hold our current depth at 450 feet.
Make depth 450 feet, dive I.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1. Last bearing 253. Contact faded.
Contact faded, he's got a noisemaker out.
Dive at 450 feet, dive I.
450 feet, dive I.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Tube 1 ready, aye. Hostile target has dropped off of our radar, or sorry, sonar I should say. Mark 48 has gone live. What we need to do is make sure we're far enough away that he can't detect us. Now in terms of the top speed of our target here, he can only make 17 knots, so he's very, very slow. So he should not really be able to outmaneuver our...
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 2.
Yeah, he should really not be able to outmaneuver us all that well.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much there to Wepto for the tier 1 subs there. Welcome, welcome. Close out that screen. The submarine is... This torpedo, Mark 48, is currently in a snaking search, trying to find him.
Fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
Weapon countermeasure homing, aye. We've got an intercepting weapon coming up this way. Okay, helm, change course for me please. Bearing 113.
Right to 114. Helm I.
114 helm aye. Is that weapon coming back for me? It's gone circular.
Con helm. Steady course.
Might be getting confused by enemy countermeasures. Should continue on its course.
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 23.
It's interesting that this thing's gone into a circular search. It does not go into a circular search, this weapon. Oh, we're being tracked dead to rights here. Looks like he's still got 2 weapons active. Okay, we're going to fire another weapon on his last known line of bearing. Let's get it down here. Slow us down to 20 knots for us so we can fire.
Con sonar no longer cavitating.
Right. Fire another shot on the kilo here.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 2.
Shoot 2-1. Put it to about there.
Con, fire control, we've lost the wire.
Lost the wire. Okay. So we've got hostile weapons that are currently being wire guided onto us at the moment. Right, we need to open up speed. Get as far away from them as we can.
Cavitating.
Dive, take us down 500.
Make depth 500 feet, dive I.
Con
We've got to
helm.
stop cavitating as best we can, but keep our speed up. Okay. We do not have long before these weapons intercept. They're only 1.6 kiloyards out.
Con sonar no longer cavitating.
No longer cavitating. Aye, helm, swing us right, bearing 194.
Right to 194. Helm I.
Reload 2-1. Weapons are still adjusting.
Con helm.
Right.
Steady course.
Let's slow us down. Bring us to 5 knots.
Turns for 5.
Slow us the fuck down. All back emergency.
Turns for 0 knots. Maneuvering I.
Helm, swing us around.
Make turn. Make turn.
5 knots. No, they've got us dead to rights still. Wanted to try and see if I could drop off of his sonar, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Let's keep accelerating then to 30 knots. We're going to fire off our own active sonar now. Countermeasures are not good. We're going to make sure that we come up behind them though.
91.
See what we can do here.
Less than 50 feet below the keel.
Ooh, nearly. Right. Hug the bottom. Let's just bring it up a little bit. He's just walking these weapons onto us. I'm surprised he's been able to maintain the wire. This is not good. These are very modern Soviet torpedoes giving chase.
Sierra 1, last bearing 2, 3, 6, contact faded.
Contact faded, aye. Where are those weapons? They're right on top of us. Just keep running them out.
We are cavitating.
Keep running them out.
Con, sonar, torpedo in the water.
There we go, he's
Torpedo in the
activated them.
water. Bearing 2, 6, 8.
Weapons are now tracking high. Coming down, they were high.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 3, 0 knots.
Okay, we got one bandit tracking. Helm come left to...
Con, sonar, torpedo in the water.
Let's wait for them to get
Torpedo in the
lower.
water. Bearing 2, 6, 8.
Take us down a little bit for us, please, dive. I'm going to need to aggressively change depth to try and beat
Sonar,
these.
no longer cavitating.
Right, let's throw out a knuckle.
Oh, yeah.
Con, knuckle formed.
Knuckle formed. Looks like you might still be steering these onto target. No, they are getting confused. Helm, give me 10 degrees left rudder, over. We're going to have to aggressively change depth on these guys to try and confuse them. This little manoeuvre is going to cost us 41 years, right. Torpedoes are now tracking again.
Con, sonar, noisemaker, bearing 2, 4.
Wait for them to get a little bit closer, and then we're going to drop a decoy and pull the old alley-oop on them, hopefully. We might go for a knuckle, in fact. Let's go for a knuckle then. Thrash rudder, left and right.
Con, knuckle formed.
Knuckle formed, change depth aggressively. Full 30 degrees left rudder, climb, climb, climb.
500 feet.
Con, sonar, we are cavitating.
Drop a noisemaker.
Passing 400 feet.
400 feet, aye. Climb, climb, climb.
Passing 300 feet.
Keep the turn, keep the turn.
Passing 200 feet.
Do not broach
Passing
too hard.
100 feet.
Broaching a little bit, that's okay. No real surface contacts for the moment. Bring us back down. Slow us down.
Make turns for 1, 5 knots. Make
Back emergency.
0 knots. Maneuver. Con, sonar, no longer cavitating.
All stop, all stop.
Make turns for 0 knots. Maneuvering eye.
So this little
Con,
maneuver that
sonar,
we've just
lost
pulled here,
contact.
chat,
Con, sonar, noisemaker, bearing 2, 3, 9.
is that we have pulled to a stop above the search heads of these torpedoes. You can see them moving down here. We're going to...
Switch it for ultra quiet.
That's right, we are
Con,
going to...
sonar, switching to active search.
Passive search, sorry. Switch to passive search. And ultra quiet. We're going to wait here. We're going to see... Looks like that submarine... Looks like our torpedo did move on the guy. All we've got to do is wait for those torpedoes to run out of juice and then we're good to go. Oh! Nice. Okay. So now all we're going to do is wait for these fuckers to run out of water. Or run out of electricity. Come to a full stop. The torpedoes that we're fighting are Test 71Ms. Electrical torpedo is an improved version of the Test 71 wire-guided torpedo. The speed and range are the same, but the sensor range has been doubled to around 1,600 yards. So very, very capable Soviet electric torpedoes. So the reason...
Con,
So-
sonar, noisemaker,
Oh,
bearing
bearing.
2, 3, 9.
It looks like one of our weapons is tracking the bandit. Let's see here. This guy's running in a circle. Don't know whether... Oh, this guy looks like he's tracking. This is the weapon that's tracking the bandit. No, he's snaking search. I think those are my manoeuvres, aren't they? No, it doesn't look like... Doesn't look like I'm able to pick this guy up at all, unless this guy's tracking. Is he tracking? No, it looks like he's just staying circular. It's very strange that this guy's gone circular. It's unusual for Add cap to do that. Right. Still getting blasted away on the active sonar. No idea where your man is other than he's in the baffles, so I can't see him. White is my manoeuvre, yeah.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 240.
I think I'm just going to engage him with a noisemaker. I'm just going to fire one at him. It's 4.4 kiloyards, so it shouldn't take too long. Let's set it to active search, engage at current depth. Firing point procedures, bearing 242, range to enable 3,700 yards. Ship ready, tube ready, shoot tube 1.
Shoot tube 1, aye sir.
Weapon has cleared the tube and is running normally. Using a lot of our payload fighting this guy. One of those weapons is timed out. Fantastic. Weapons have run out of fuel. Bring us ahead 5 knots for us, please, manoeuvring. Take us down to 400 feet.
400 feet, dive I.
400 feet, dive I. Helm, bring us right, bearing 157.
2, come right to 158, helm I.
158 I. Activate weapon homing. We're going to steer this guy onto target using the wire that we're able to maintain. Let's steer him on. Mark 48 is now actively searching. Let's steer him onto the noisemakers and the active sonar pings of the hostile target. We're making our manoeuvre. Take us down. Slink back into the background, if we can. The torp detected the enemy but lost it, so it went circular. I see. There we go. Hostile target has been identified. We've got a very reasonably accurate 71% sonar solution on him, and we've got a live weapon with wire in tow moving into the enemy to engage. He's going to have a bad time with this. Steering it onto target. Can subs really hold depth while stationary? I've had World War... Well, you can do that. Because you use ballast tanks and ballast pressure. Dive planes were very important back in the day, but at shallow depths you can just do it off of ballast. The ballast tanks.
Con, helm, steady course.
In deep water, really deep water, you probably would need the planes.
Launch transient from Sierra 1.
Sierra 1, launch transient. Okay, manoeuvring. Let's speed this guy up then. Helm, bring us left bearing 071. Over. 071 over. Take us down to 450 feet. Make our manoeuvre. Weapon is steering in on our hostile target.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1.
Helm, come north bearing 357.
Left 2, 357. Helm I.
Come on.
Fire control, we've lost the wire.
We're right on him. Come on. I should probably change that setting, shouldn't I? Hide low solution contacts in 3D. There we go. He should disappear now.
Con, helm, steady course.
He should disappear. He might do on the next mission.
Dive at 450 feet, dive I.
There we go. It's trying to find him, but it is struggling. I no longer have control over this weapon due to the aggressive manoeuvre we just pulled. He probably still has access to his wire. Let's see how he does. Mark 48 is turning in. He's laying a good screen. Oh, he did it well. Good manoeuvre on his part. We're currently cranking at 30 knots. Take us down to 500, please dive.
500 feet, dive I.
Come on, turn in on him. Catch him, catch him, catch him. Go on, son, go on. Oh, he's in trouble. That's a killing blow right there.
0 knots. Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1. Last bearing 247. Contact breaking up.
247I, contact breaking up.
Con sonar no longer cavitating.
Very nice. Very modern diesel electric submarine. We've got to keep getting out of there. Hello, Screw. Good to see you, matey. Blimey. Okay. He did manage to shoot off a weapon before we were able to get away, so we're going to run pounding at a head 30 knots, a head flank cavitate. Or at least a head flank. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's only one hostile contact. The skipjack's sort of showing its age with regards to being detected. All we need to do is keep running this out north in case the enemy submarine or torpedo is on us. I don't think it is, though. But they tend to have, as per the readout of the Kilo, a very large sensor range on these new Test 71Ms, modernised. So yeah, we're going to give it the benefit of the doubt that the torpedo seek ahead is probably going to find us and keep drumming away at full speed until we get well beyond whatever it can detect, and then we'll egress from the objective. Yes, we got a raid from Sheep, who had like 600 people watching him. Like, he had a shitload of people. Everybody watching dinosaurs. No, there was a raid. There was a raid. We got Sheep, and we also had Chinny in. We did. Sheep dropped in, and Chinny as well. How much longer are we streaming for? At least an hour. At least an hour. Oh, torpedo is accurate. Helm, come right bearing 133.
Come right to 133. Helm aye.
Bastard guessed how far we were going. Yeah, looks like he steered the weapon onto us as soon as we made our maneuver, but he can't do that anymore.
Con, helm, steady course.
Feel like I should just come this way, try and open up as much distance as I can.
Helm aye. Con, helm, steady course.
Let's break it more 093.
Come right to 093. Helm aye.
Helm aye, let's keep it going.
Con, helm, steady course.
Dive take us down to 550. Water is actually, looks like it's starting to get a tiny bit deeper at 645. That's deeper than it was before. Right, let's see if we can evade this torpedo.
Con, dive at 550 feet, dive high.
There we go, successful evasion of the hostile target. All I need to do now is run down this way and then just declare ourselves free of combat. We just got to wait for that hostile weapon to either be far enough away or, you know, destroyed. Look at this. Water depth opened up a little bit there, very happy with that. Still weapons classified as nearby. Then we'll go from there. It would be, Hawkeye. Sometimes they can stay super hidden. Right then, USS Skipjack, SSN 585 in the vicinity of the Soviet coastline. No vessels nearby, no weapons nearby, no aircraft nearby, no flooding. Orders are to leave combat and disengage. Enemy Kilo class engaged and destroyed. Weapons remaining 17 Mark 48 ADCAP torpedoes, not ADCAPs, and 4 MOSSs, just Mark 48. ADCAP is a different variant. Okay, well done, but this was not your mission objective. Commander-in-Chief is sort of impressed but not impressed. We've been intercepted immediately by a secondary force. Looks like we were pincered by 2 submarines. One arrived slightly earlier than the other. USS Skipjack again. Within an hour, we've been engaged by another hostile target. Let's have a look here. So XO reports that our depth is at 600 feet, heading 342, speed 20 knots. Overcast conditions, moderate breeze and a strong surface duct. Let's give it another go. Rig ship for ultra quiet. Depth is actually 600 feet. We're in a little bit of deeper water, which is fantastic. We're going to slow it down and we're going to try and find out who is engaging us. Turn the screws for, let's go really slow. Let's give us 3 knots, please, manoeuvring. You're right, you were, Hawkeye. You really were.
Sonar new contact bearing 330. Designated Sierra 1.
330 designates Sierra 1, over. Let's,
Sonar new contact bearing 0.
We got a wolf pack, potentially.
Sierra 2.
Let's try and line these up as best we can. So we've got 1, 2, 3 signatures in the narrow band, and then as the frequencies get longer, we've got 2 shining through here against the backdrop. Immediately active sonar has been deployed against us. Just check submarine contacts again. Almost an alpha, but not quite. Okay, let's start searching surface vessels. We do, we have fucking Jesus, that's even worse than a submarine.
Sonar, Sierra.
Okay,
1
we do not have long to
classified
react
as
then. Slow us
escort.
down to 2 knots, please, manoeuvring.
Make turns for 2 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Okay, let's check other surface vessels. Cresta 2, cruiser, guided missile,
2 knots.
and then a Eudaloy, a guided missile destroyer. Okay, these are nasty ships. We're not going to waste any time with this. We're going to have to start servicing these targets. They're going to be pounding away at us very, very quickly. Right. Only a matter of time before these guys detect us. Low frequency active sonar could have possibly already picked us out, actually. It looks like it is. Cresta's got a little bit dated sonar array. The Eudaloy is the primary target. So, let us start to engage. Firing point procedures on Sierra 1. Bearing, let's change it to 323. Range to enable 9,700 yards. Ship ready, tube ready, shoot tube 1.
Shoot tube 1. Aye, sir.
Weapon 1 has cleared the tube and is running normally. Set weapon to active search and surface search. I haven't, Mr. Hawkeye. I've not played that game before. Eudaloy is incoming. Helm come left. Helm come right, bearing 048.
Come right to 048. Helm aye.
Turn the screws for 4 knots, please, manoeuvring.
Make turns for 4 knots. Maneuvering aye.
So, the way the weapon is set there, Gendros, is that the weapon... Oh my fucking god. Okay, stop, stop, stop.
Make turns for 0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
They've just fired a barrage of these fucking torpedoes at us. Shit. Right, helm, come right, bearing 114, make us for 5 knots.
Turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Shit. Oh god. Oh god. Helm, come right, bearing 045. It looks like the weapon bottomed out. Weapon hit the bottom. We're not going to release and reload. We're going to get ready to fire another one. What is... It looks like the weapons are running into the ground. Okay, looks like there's an aggressive change in depth over there, so we're going to have to run silently at current depth. Okay, firing point procedures. Let's engage the Cresta as it's closer, and then we'll move on the Eudaloy. Firing point procedures, bearing 019, 5,400 range to enable. Ship ready, tube ready, shoot tube 2.
Shoot tube 2. Aye, sir.
Right, activate the weapon, run to the target, over. Weapon 2 has cleared the tube and is running normally. Run weapon to surface search to avoid any unfortunate accidents with depth. Run it at the surface and then go from there. Helicopter seems to have dropped another weapon. We've got hostile air up. They want me dead. Yeah, look at this. They're setting them to search too deep. This is a bit of a dum-dum from the AI. Look at this. They just... Well, I'm grateful. I am grateful. Okay, Eudaloy's been spotted. Let's steer the weapon onto the Eudaloy. Oh my fucking god, Judge Dredd with the 10 gifted subs. Thank you very, very much. Okay, Right, we've got a hostile weapon coming in ahead of us.
Oh,
We want to back
yeah.
up. Maneuvering. Can I switch us to rear speed 4 knots for us, please? We want to back up.
Maneuvering aye.
Thank you very much for the gifted subs.
Maneuvering. Making turns
Oh,
forward.
yeah.
Let's get a decoy out on him. Firing point procedures, bearing 1019. Range to enable
Oh,
4,600 yards. Ship
yeah.
ready, tube ready. Oh my fucking god.
Aye, sir.
They're hitting me with the RBU. Getting shelled the shit out of. Right, let's make a maneuver.
Yeah.
0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Helm,
yeah.
come left bearing 261.
Helm left 261. Helm aye.
Gotta get away from that
50 feet below the keel.
RBU system.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Passing 600 feet.
600 feet. Fire control lost the wire. Let's fire a snapshot on the Cresta. Surface search for me.
Oh,
Fire.
yeah.
Aye, sir.
Tube 4 away. Passive search. Reload tubes 1, 2, 3 with MOSS,
Helm. Steady
and
course.
4.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Snapshot,
Oh,
surface search,
yeah.
tube 5.
Sonar.
Nope,
We are cavitating.
that's gonna jam up the tube. I don't want to do that.
Sonar. Noisemaker bearing 3, 2, 1.
Hope my own noisemaker doesn't get too confused there. I didn't realise how close the Cresta was. My time is numbered, chat. Helm, come left bearing 194.
194. Helm aye.
Yeah, we're going up way too high here. We need to come back down. Dive. What is our overall depth for us, please? We are currently holding in at around 450. Take us down to 500.
Make depth 500 feet. Dive.
Con sonar. No longer cavitating.
Weapon is climbing up to surface. Have I got that other weapon on the Udaloy? I don't know whether that, I think that's fired past the Udaloy. Yeah, that's a miss on the Udaloy. Okay, let's slow us down to 20 knots. Fire a snapshot on the Udaloy.
0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
I think he's going evasive, but I don't know whether it's tracking him. Is that a fucking... Oh my fucking god.
Maneuvering. Making turns for 20 knots.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2. Last
Change
bearing,
course for us.
0,
Maneuvering.
4, 0. Contact is in the baffles.
Con. Dive at 500 feet. Dive aye.
Hold current course. It's going to come behind us. Ahead full.
Turns for 30 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Bombs away to the stern.
Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 333.
Okay, slow us down 20 knots.
Turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering aye. Con maneuvering. Making turns for 20 knots.
See, these weapons are surface searching, but I have no idea whether they're actually engaging my contacts. This guy's trying to search through the countermeasures. I feel like...
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 1 bearing 3.
I feel like I want to fire another slap shot on that Udaloy, so let's do it. Surface search, active homing, fire it just here for me, please. Firing point procedures, 334, 2.7 kiloyards to enable, shoot tube 5.
Shoot tube 5. Aye, sir.
Sever the weapon, reload tube 5.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 0.
Cresta 2 has been engaged and destroyed. We're now pushing in on that hostile torpedo. Helm swing left bearing at 064.
Come left to 064.
Ahead flank.
Make turns for 30 knots. Maneuvering aye. Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 342. Con helm, steady course.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
Flooding, 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 over. Helm come right, hard right.
Passing 600 feet.
Give me positive 5 degree on the bow planes. Try and stop us from sinking. Right, give me positive 5 degrees ballast. We've got to try and find equilibrium here. Okay, kind of found the equilibrium. Let's narrow off, level off, see if I can just manage with...
feet below the keel.
Okay, give me more ballast. Ooh, pop a bit of a wheelie.
Con, maneuvering, making
Oh,
turns.
yeah.
Come on, get that flooding under control. Thank you very much, Fafri, for the 31 months.
600 feet.
600 feet. We've got to get that flooding sorted. Got a dipping sonar right on us. Eudeloy has been engaged and destroyed. Hostile ships are now done. Reload tube 5. Helm come left bearing 064.
Come left to 064. Helm aye.
Right, hold current depth for us please. Give me positive 15 degrees on ballast to try and control flooding. Getting buzzed again. Coming up behind us. 30 degrees right rudder for me please, manoeuvring. Right rudder.
Con, sonar.
Torpedo in the water. They've dropped an air torpedo on us.
240.
Right, get ready to manoeuvre. Drop a decoy out. Trying to do this with a flooded compartment is not going to be fun. Okay. Oh. Just got to keep an eye on depth. Got to manage it like an absolute bastard. We're not going to use another MOSS. Let's get positive rides on ballast. Try and keep me under control here. Got to try and do emergency repairs to the fucking pumps.
Damage control parties. Lay into the engine room.
Damage control parties lay into the engine room. I don't know whether they're in there. Kinda need that water gone. Bring us up a little bit more shallow. Incoming again. They're going to loose another torpedo. Yep, we got depth bombs coming out. 1, 2, 3. Knuckle for me, please. Do the wiggle. Shake your ass. Go.
Con, knuckle formed.
You're too deep for the water to be pumped out. I know, but I risk... Fucking hell. Right, we've got to change depth aggressively anyway to try and avoid this torpedo, so we need to come up and pump the water out.
Con, sonar. We are cavitating.
I know we're cavitating, but what else can I do? Heard another explosion, sounded like a torpedo timing out.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Damage control parties. Lay to the reactor space.
Reactor space is flooding. We've got to get that sorted. Got to get that water pumped out.
Passing 300 feet.
Come on, water. Damage control parties, I need you to bail me out here. Knuckle.
Con, knuckle formed.
Just buy me time.
200 feet.
Get that water out. There we go, water is being pumped out. Get those compartments secure, son. Got torpedoes right with me. Oh, fuck!
Knuckle formed. Passing 200 feet. Con, knuckle formed.
Let me go!
Passing 300 feet.
Jesus. Drop
Passing
another
200
decoy. How many decoys do I have? 16 remaining on ship. Oh, that torpedo's out. Okay, dive.
Make turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Passing 200 feet.
Just let me go. Let me go. I've got to stay shallow to get the water out.
Con,
Jesus.
maneuvering. Making turns for 20
Jesus!
knots.
Got to get that flooding sorted.
Passing 200 feet.
There's nothing else I can do. I've just got to try and keep knife fighting this guy. Did he kill the ships? I did. The ships are gone. Surfacing is going to be the wrong choice here. It would get the water out, but pumps are slowly bringing it under control. What are the dots at the back? Our course. He's coming off and turning in for an attack run. Let's turn directly onto him so we can make a manoeuvre. Just got to stop the ship
Passing
from
100 feet.
sinking. That is my real challenge.
Passing 100 feet.
Here we fucking go. Depth bombs are not away. Not away. Right. Damage control parties lay to the pump space.
Damage control parties. Lay to the engine room. Passing 100 feet.
Not surface. Over. Do not surface. Is target closing? Target is egressing to very long range. Helm come left. Slow us down to 5 knots for us, please.
Make turns for 5. Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
I've got to get that flooding back under control before I do anything.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 010. Designated Sierra 3.
Okay, that's so far off, it cannot be.
Con maneuvering.
I'm
Making
so playing with fire here. Ahead flank.
turns for con sonar, we are cavitating.
Come full right rudder, full right rudder.
Passing 100 feet.
Nothing dropped. Oh. Wonder if he's out of payload.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 010. Contact faded.
Jesus. Turn us 5
Make
knots.
con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Helm come left bearing 3030.
Come left to 030. Helm I.
Is the damage under control? It certainly appears to be. But the problem is, as soon as I go down again, I reckon those compartments that were hit are going to start flooding again. Go deep, go quiet, go away. Give it a try.
Make depth 600 feet. Dive by.
Take us down to 500. Sorry.
Make depth 500 feet. Dive by.
Down below the surface duct and thermal layer.
Con, come right to.
All I gotta do
031. Helm
is
I.
hope that I have the willpower to get through this.
Come left to 238. Helm I.
He's buzzing me pretty hard here. Do not drop. Do not drop. Oh, Jesus. We are down deep. Helm come north 000.
Come right to 000. Helm I.
Just keep trying to slink away. Well, once this aircraft gets far enough out, I should be able to declare it as no longer nearby. It's just a case of getting the fuck away from it. I'm going to bring us up to 15 knots at this depth.
15 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Abandon ship, I should be fine.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 15 knots.
He's got me dead to rights. The trick is not getting bombed on. Oh, is that a dipping sonar? Don't let that be a torpedo. That's a dipping sonar. Is that a dipping sonar?
Dive at 50.
Pretty sure that was a dipping
feet,
sonar.
dive by.
Okay, that's fine. Right. I want to go ahead flank cavitate. I will make 20 knots though.
Make turns for 20 knots.
No,
Maneuvering
Udloy's gone.
Con maneuvering.
That is a
Making turns
serious
for
ship,
20
man.
knots.
And the Cresta as well. Cresta's gone. They update the models for these. I feel like they have. I feel like the what's it ships, the 1984 ships didn't have these decals on it. Looks like double torpedo hit for him, single for him. It's perfect for me. Probably want to try and change course a little bit, confuse him. Helm come. Let's go left 251.
Come left 251.
Let's change, belay that. Let's turn away from the dipping sonars. 124.
Come right 124. Helm eye.
Flooding is under control. I just can't seem to shake the bandit. Okay, no, turn into him. Go flank.
Make turns for 30 knots. Maneuvering eye. Con helm. Steady course.
Can't quite seem to get him to break contact. How do I lose this guy? The hell he is super glued there. Not sure where the hell he's going. Helm come left bearing 185.
Come left 185.
Worst scenario,
Helm
you can
eye.
go flank speed to the edge of the map and the game will automatically disengage.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 30 knots.
Which edge of the map is closest?
Con helm. Steady course.
Be this way.
Come right 270. Helm eye.
Just periodically check. God damn it. It is, it's like an annoying fly. But he's dropped all of his depth bombs and everything, so he is worthless now. He can't do anything to me. At what point would he be RTB for fuel? Probably for ages, considering we're so close to Russia. That better not be a torpedo. Island moon set if that's a torpedo. Sonar. Okay. How does it even know my position? Magnetic anomalies. Come on. Get away from him. The helicopter's just there.
Yeah.
Shit biscuit, I want to stay away from him. To Pronji, thank you very much there. Just top the plane. I wish I could. One of these days, he's going to drop a torpedo, and it's going to make me upset. literally going to take 8 years to get to where I'm going. But you fucking do it. You fucking do it. Sit on the bottom with the engine off. Won't make any difference. Very vast, infinite ocean that I'm in here. Love the sounds passing by the camera, I know, right? He is, man. He's spending an absolute fortune in dipping sonars. Don't want to surface, because then the helicopter will come and give me a hand. There we go, we got it. He's far enough away. Leave combat. Thank fuck for that. Jesus, right. USS Skipjack SSN 585, Comsublant. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus, I need a walk. I need to, oh, I'm going for a walk, chat. I hope you don't mind. Oh my god. Oh, my legs. Oh dear. Jesus Christ. Christ almighty. Single Soviet aircraft drains entire oil supply. It really does. Stretchy legs are what is happening here. I'm going for a walk. Jesus. I'm changing my jeans, chat. Changing my jeans. Jeans are sweaty as fuck. I'm going back to the tracksuit bottoms. Ugh. The joys of a wireless microphone. I can just go for a walk. I love it. Just go for a walk. Go anywhere. Take you anywhere with me, chat. Jesus. Ugh. Put those on. Lovely. Are you immune to Dino Game? Sorry, Dino Game. I think so. Jeans in the house? I went to the shop earlier, that's why I was in jeans. Blimey. Okay, leave. Hopefully there's not anything else here. Something's trying to give chase. Where is the mission? Is it him? No? I don't know, I'm just trying to find someone. In the vicinity of the Norwegian coast, 29th of December 1984, 2200 hours. Captain, we have a new sonar contact bearing 204. Designate Sierra 1, depth is 600 feet. Our heading is 298, speed is 20 knots. Conditions are calm. The strong surface duct and moderate thermal layer at 146 feet. All hands to battle stations, rig ship for silent running.
Cons.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Sea state is very calm, but it is very late. Let's try and identify what's going on here. Total weapons remaining on board are 13 Mark 48 torpedoes, 3 mobile submarine simulators. Let's try and keep to our engagement as best as we can here.
Contact bearing 203. Designated Sierra 1.
I assume I'm fighting submarines here. In fact, no, actually, we're going to go surface ships.
Bearing 250. Designated Sierra 2.
Grisha, tag, mark.
Con sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as escort.
Grisha, tag, mark. The Grisha class ships. I seem to remember the Grisha isn't super modern. No, it isn't. We could probably come up to PD here and try and visually identify our targets. So let's do that. If it's just a couple of Grishas, we should be able to manage. Dive, make depth 4-5 feet. That's it.
Make depth 4, 5 feet. Dive by.
Long live the bathrobe. Sorry, there we go. Oh dearie gosh. Oh my god. Jesus, that last mission really took it out of me, chat. Oh god, what a reintroduction to cold waters, Christ almighty.
Con sonar, new contact bearing.
Ooh, hello.
228. Designated Sierra
I wonder if this
3.
is our target then. Guessing those are of a merchant type. Yes.
Con sonar, Sierra 4.
We might
is
have
classified as
inadvertently
merchant.
stumbled across our target. Another Grisha. 3
Con
Grishas
sonar,
and a...
Sierra 3 is
It's a
classified as
Poltava.
escort.
Fuck is a Poltava at a very large
Oh,
MS.
yeah.
Not tankers, but fishing boats. Steel Bear Punch, 25 months. Thank you very much for the support, sir. Good to have you in. Typical large hatch general cargo ship. 21 ships of this class were completed between 62 and 74 for Soviet Merchant Maritime. Originally intended for lumber trade, these ships saw use as blockade runners during the missile crisis and were well equipped to carry military cargo such as munitions, vehicles. Therefore, natural to assume they would see wartime use as replenishment Region C. We're going to continue coming up to PD and we're going to try and visually identify any contacts that we can see. Yeah, we're already up at PD.
Up scope.
Have a look. Oh yeah, we've definitely got something down there, very, very far away. Tag. Tagging, trying to tag. Grisha tag. Ship. Tag. Laser beam it. There we go, got it tagged. And then go over here
Dive
somewhere.
At 4, 5 feet.
He's a bit
dive by.
closer. Tag. Right, down scope.
Down scope.
Is a bit closer. I reckon he's going to run to engage us. Right, Dive, take us down for me, please. To let's see. God, I've got to like figure out what kind of weapons I'm going against here. Dive, set depth to 400 feet.
Make depth 400 feet.
Warships. Grisha. It's one of these. Grisha 3 FFG. Okay, he's got an RBU 6000 system, so I want to engage him now. Firing point procedures. Bearing. Let's go 245, range to enable 3.5 thousand yards. Ship ready, tube ready, shoot tube.
Shoot tube 1, aye sir.
Weapon 1 has cleared the tube and is running normally. Maneuvering, bring us to a head 10 knots for me please. Release ship from silent running.
0 knots.
We've got
Maneuver
retaliatory fire in from the Grisha. Activate weapon 1, let's send it steaming towards our target. Helm, continue to take us down. Change our course for us, please. Maneuvering, bring us left bearing 10.
Come left to 140. Helm.
Mike is a bit quiet, matey. I'm not sure why. I must apologise. I don't know whether that's any better. Much better. Okay, sorry. The position of the microphone in this case is very, very important, it looks like. Cube ASMR, that's it. Must have knocked it while I was on the changing trousers. Jesus. Depending on how quickly and well this one goes, this will probably be my last mission, I think. That fucking these missions are cooking my brain. They really are. These targets are still out at extreme range. It's not going to take them too long to close in.
Dive at 400 feet. Dive by.
Right, let's not turn the screws any faster. Let's wait for these weapons to run to engage. And then we'll see if we can engage the other guy. They heard the launch transient. Our target is still the Poltava. If I can get that guy engaged and destroyed, that'll be brilliant. Unfortunately, I can only engage one target at a time due to the limited fire control system on the skipjack. So I'm at the mercy of outdated technology here. Can't be very much left to cook, can it? What do you mean? What do you mean, Clippo? This game looks really nice. I never heard of it before. It's pretty good. It's pretty good in its own right. How are you and Miss Jane doing? I haven't been on Twitch or Discord for a while. We're not doing too bad. She's zonked out on one of the new pillows that I bought. We bought some new pillows today, due to the fact that the ones that we have are a bit deflated. They're kind of gone flat as pancakes, and any real effort to try and rustle them up has been unsuccessful. So we're currently she's zonked out. Apparently, whenever I stream, she falls asleep. It's so far been on a stream to sleep, so I've streamed about 6 or 7 times since I've been down here. She's been asleep for 5 of them. Did you try leaving them out in the sun? Does that work? I don't think that works. That sounds like... I'll be surprised if it does, but I don't think it does it? That sounds like a bit of an old wives' tale thing. Howdy boss, how's things been for you, mate? Not too bad, Monorkin. Good to see you, man. Long time no see. You both are like submarines. One person sleeps while the other is on duty. Didn't think of it like that. So these guys are actually out at a very, very, very long range. If I fire on the Poltava, right? If I select the Poltava. Ooh. Ooh, it's not good. It's not good, right? We've got to move a bit faster. Turn the screws for 15 knots.
5 knots. Maneuvering eye.
What torpedo is that from the Grisha? Same as before, that test center, the one that we engaged with the other guy. That is not good. Make 15 knots. We got to try and get that maneuver going. I think we'll be okay, but I want to be safer rather than sorry. Just the weapon. I feel like firing like just a guess shot on the Poltava here, because he's going to be running in the same direction. Okay, we're going to fire 2 snapshots on the Poltava. I'm going to set them to active surface search. I'm just going to get 2 rough shots on him. So firing point procedures, bearing 189, range to enable 17,600 yards. Ship ready, tube ready, shoot tube 2.
Fire control, we've lost the wire.
That's perfectly fine. And firing point procedures, bearing 191, range to enable 17,500 yards. Ship ready, tube ready, shoot tube 5.
Fire control, we've lost the wire.
Okay, 2 weapons have cleared the tube and are running normally. I can only hope that those 2 will engage and destroy the Poltava rather than going for other contacts like the Grisha, etc. That one other Grisha seems to be responding in retaliation. Let us reload tubes 2 and 5 with Mark 48s. Weapon 1 has 7 minutes of fuel left in it. So we're going to probably steer that onto target. 7 minutes of fuel is not much.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 3. Last bearing 2, 3, 1. Contact faded.
This weapon actually may not catch this guy. Oh no, okay, he's been stupid. He's being stupid and he's laying a minefield instead of just keeping trying to run it out. Okay, we're going to manually guide this one as we still have managed to maintain the wire. And we're going to steer it into him and hopefully give him a bit of a hard time. He's closing the gap for us now, which is fantastic.
Con, fire control.
No, I'm taking manual control. Just got a key feather in it.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing.
I'm having none of it.
4,
I'm steering, manually steering through. I'm not having it at all, Mr. Grisha. You and me are having words, sunshine.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
There we go, weapon is locked on. We're probably going to have to steer it in one more time. Active search for me please, tube 1. There we go, if this hits it'll be a kill. These ships, these torpedoes are designed to kill bigger ships than this.
Bearing 2, 4,
Right,
6.
okay, manually take control of the weapon. Keep it steering high.
Oh, yeah.
He's turning into it. Thank you very much there to Cheshire Cat. Spend all that money well, Care Bear. Thank you very much. Come on. Come on. There you go.
Contact. Master 2. Last bearing 2, 4, 5. Contact breaking up.
Contact engaged and destroyed, over. Okay. Our target is the Polkova. With no weapons currently on the tube.
We are cavitating.
We're going to continue closing, but at 20
No
knots.
longer cavitating.
Jesus, okay. Nope. Don't be telling me that's how close he is.
Con, helm.
I thought I
city
disabled
course.
the low solution thing. Hide low solution contacts in 3D. Is he actually that? No, surely not. He's got to be down here. Shitting hell. Okay, helm, come left bearing 248.
Come right
Right, sorry.
Helm I.
Okay, gotta swing around this guy. Doesn't mean you need to... Sorry? Doesn't that mean you need to tick it so it hides by
Con, helm.
hiding them?
City course.
Is that right? Oh, sorry, hide low... Of course. Sorry, you are right. You're absolutely right. There we go. Sorry there. Love these games you play. Thank you very much there. Sorry, is it Mr. Huber? Mr. Huber, thank you very much. So they're firing that over there. We're going to fire a decoy down in the direction of these guys. So firing point procedures,
Oh,
bearing
yeah.
129. Ship ready, tube ready, shoot tube 6.
Tube 6. Aye, sir.
Reload MOSS tube 6. That should hopefully draw those torpedoes away. Hopefully. Right, that other greaser is going to be closing in. Because we're dealing over such long ranges, I'm just going to speed up time for a moment. That torpedo is closing in a bit faster than I'd like.
Come right to 275. Helm I.
275, dive take us down 500.
Make depth 500 feet. Dive aye.
This guy is starting to get a little bit closer, so we're going to fire a retaliatory shot on him. So ready, 2-1 to fire. Surface search. Firing point procedures. Bearing 194. Range to enable 2,800 yards. Ship ready, tube ready, shoot tube 1.
Shoot tube 1. Aye, sir.
Weapon 1 has cleared the tube and is running normally to target. Stand by. Right. Cheshire Cat says, into VR question mark, there's a VR subsim game that looks nice. Is that right? Okay, weapon has been lost on weapon 1, reload mark 48. I'm hoping if the Grisha is as close as I think he is, this weapon's going to enable and engage. Close down to 10 knots please, manoeuvring. Or 15 knots even. No, keep us 20.
Make turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering I.
Yes, chat is a little bit easier to read. Not necessarily because of the second monitor, but because of the position of it. Like, Jane has got the two monitors pretty much flush with each other, and so they're, like, within literally a centimetre, like, of where I'm looking, which means just a side-eye glance is much easier. I'm definitely going to try and do something similar with my setup, because I'm going to be using the couch fund to get, like, an extra monitor. Because I definitely want to do something similar if I can. Right then. Does this guy enable? Any second, I'm sure.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Oh, enable! Oh, we've got him. Oh, look at this sneaky bastard. We came right up under him. That was a good guess. Don't know whether it will hit, I don't think it will.
Con sonar. Noisemaker.
Oh.
Bearing 168.
Oh, come... Yes!
Last
That went
bearing,
really well.
169.
Jesus
Contact bringing
wept. Lovely. Okay. Now it's just a case of seeing whether our other weapons...
Con, less than 50 feet below the keel.
Flooding in the machinery
Oh,
space.
fuck, I've just dragged my ass across the floor. Fucking Jesus. Rudder's just jammed up.
Damage control parties. Lay to the machinery space.
Jesus. Okay, not too bad, but not amazing. Just gouged some of the fucking hull. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Scratched the paint there, I really did.
500 feet.
I'm hoping this is my target so I can return to base for repairs. Towed array is shagged. Towed array's gone. Just gotta unshag the rudder.
passing 400 feet.
This seems to be alright. Flooding's coming under control as well. Hey, bring me up to PD.
Make
Let's
depth
see.
4, 5 feet, dive
See
by.
what's up and about if I can. Keep the damage control party on the rudder.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Slow us down to 5 knots, please, manoeuvring.
Make turns for con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Who shot a torpedo at me from out here? Jesus. Someone's really relying on Soviet engineering there. Up we come.
Con sonar regained contact on master 3, bearing 225.
I really hope these...
Con sonar regained contact on master 4, bearing 182.
I really hope these weapons find their target.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 5 knots.
5 knots. How are we doing for depth? Climbing. We can see these weapons again. Oh, I really hope they make it. Be a hell of a shot. Otherwise I'm going to have to give chase. We are struggling. Yeah, gouged the side panel there. Ripped a hole there. Not good. Not good at all. Thought I had a little bit more wiggle room, but does not look like I do.
Con, dive at 4, 5 feet, dive by.
Helm come left 238.
Come left 238. Helm I.
There we go, rudder is starting repairs. Let's raise the scope. Let's see what we're dealing with.
Damage control parties. Damage control parties. Into the torpedo room.
No, I want you
Damage control
here.
parties. Lay to the machinery
P.
space.
Alright, there we go. Right, so there is the merchant ship. Get him tagged with the laser rangefinder. Ooh, it's not a bad shot. That's not a bad shot. Where's this screening Grisha? Somewhere out there. There. Okay. Let's try and start servicing a weapon upon the Grisha. Let's take it. Let's keep us up here.
Downscope.
And let's engage. So, firing point procedures on the bearing of Master 3. Range to enable bearing 223, range to enable 5,900 yards. Ship ready, tube ready, shoot tube 1.
Shoot tube 1. Aye, sir.
Weapon 1 has cleared the tube and is running normally. Feel like my weapons ran out of fuel. Yeah, they ran out of fuel. They could not intercept him. Why could they not intercept him? Damn it. Okay, well I've got to engage this Grisha before I do anything else. Let's make it 100 meters.
Make depth 100 feet, dive by.
I don't have any missiles on this ship, unfortunately, to Pronji. Fire control system's too outdated.
On. The rudder has been repaired.
Rudder repaired, aye. Gonna activate this weapon. Gonna leave it pinging active.
Con, helm.
Gonna try and run it to the target.
Con, dive at 100 feet, dive by.
Make us 10 knots, please.
Make turns for 10.
Give chase to him.
Maneuvering aye.
Gotta run him down. Speed up time.
Con, helm. Steady course.
Okay, I've gotta give chase to this guy. I'm never gonna be able to hit him with this. Maybe I will, actually. Slow down time, make a steer. going to be close.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 215.
Okay, he's starting a maneuver. I've got 4 minutes to land this shot. I'm not happy. Somewhere ahead of me.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 216.
Okay. Three minutes of fuel. You fuck this up, we're going home. I think I'm steering manually onto this one.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing
Yep.
215.
Right, you and me, we're having words. I'm running it right up his ass.
Con sonar,
Bang.
lost contact.
Got him.
Vector 3, last bearing 216. Contact breaking up.
Right, that should leave no other close contacts. Let's start our
Come left.
high-speed pursuit.
Make turns for 30. Con sonar, we are cavitating.
No, let's stay at 100.
Helm.
Make depth 1008 dive by.
Let's start our high-speed pursuit of this target, who is only making 12 knots. Sorry.
Con, torpedo room.
Con
Excellent.
maneuvering, making turns for 30 knots.
Nah, the torps ran out of juice. You can tell because of the fact that the ship's fine. We're just trying to close to a reasonable distance to shoot torpedoes at him. Because if I try to shoot too far, yeah, I'm not going to be in a world of bother. Just keep giving chase. He's not as fast as me. This is what submarines do, chat. Right, we're going to fire a weapon now. Slow us down to 20 knots, please, manoeuvring.
Turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Hello, Anhut. Good to see you. Right, firing point procedures then. Active homing surface search. Firing point procedures.
Con maneuvering,
Bearing
making
178,
turns for
range to enable
20
13,300 yards, ship ready, tube ready, shoot tube 1.
Shoot tube 1. Aye, sir. Con, fire control. We've lost the wire.
Lost the wire, right? That should track that guy and kill him, hopefully. If not, we're going to fire 2. Ready tube 2. Firing point procedures. Bearing 117, range to enable 14,100 yards, ship ready, tube ready, shoot tube. Shoot us a little bit ahead of him. Bearing 117, range to enable 16,700 yards, ship ready, tube ready, shoot tube 2.
Shoot tube 2. Aye, sir.
Reload tube 1, Mark 48 ADCAP torpedo. Slow us down to 15 knots to try and improve the integrity of the wire.
Make turns for 15.
It's also going to let the torpedoes get a little bit further ahead of me so that they're not
Con,
too much of an
torpedo
issue.
room, Tube 1 ready.
So we're currently on a 3-knot chaser
Come
course.
left to 175. Helm aye.
I'm hoping this green torpedo will activate and then I've got him dead to rights, but we'll see, we'll see. Never has something been such a pain in my ass. I've barely got any fucking stock left. Definitely need to repair. Torpedoes are looking good. Torpedoes are looking very good. He's running out of fuel. Even this guy's really running out of fuel. Yeah, they're not going to be able to give chase. God damn it! Okay. Yep.
Come left to 174. Helm aye.
Yeah. Not even enough fuel to really give chase. Okay. 2030 knots. We've got to really close the gap.
0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Jesus H.
Maneuvering, making turns for
It's a good that he's steaming it back towards Russia. I need to steam it back towards the UK. I hope this is my target. Jesus Christ, I hope it's my target. Skipjack. Crunchy, skipjack. What's the comparative top speed? 30 knots to 12. Or 30, I think it's 30 to 13 actually. It's not a Komsomol. 15.5, sorry. I want him. I'm gone.
Come right to 176 Helm I.
We're dancing. You and I. Dancing in the moonlight, my friend. Swear to God, if it says this isn't your mission target, I'm going to have a long cold shower. You know the game gives you an approximate point the enemy should be when launching a torp if they continue in the same direction. Yes, but the problem is that I don't have enough fuel to get there. Now I should definitely. So firing point procedure, surface search, slow us down 20 knots, not to jam the torpedo tube.
0 knots. Maneuvering up.
Be the torpedo, very honourable. Very honourable. That's it. Lovely. And fire.
2-1. Ice.
Right.
Con maneuvering.
I ain't taking no for an answer.
2.
You will
0
kill him.
knots.
That is an instruction that you will follow. You'll at least hit him. Yes. Thank you. Run it up his trumpet.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 4.
I've never been happier.
179. Contact
I've
break.
never been happier. Jesus. Oh, yes. That's a nasty one. Right. Leave combat. Grisha, Grisha, Grisha. And this random ship? Oh, please say this was it. Just going for a walk around the flat. Just look longingly out the window. Jesus Christ. Well, chap, I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to call that there. I don't think... I literally, I haven't even been able to do one mission. Cold shower time, that's it. Right. Mission successfully failed. Yeah, I think so. I've never been happier. That's it. Right, I'm gonna leave that there. The dream that could have been. Time for that daily exercise. I already went for a walk this morning. Very nice. So yeah, we're going to leave that there. Massive thank you to everybody who's dropped bits today. Huge thank you to all the subs that have been involved in stuff. Obviously, it all goes into the not so tiny couch fund. So yes, massive thank you for everybody coming in there. And yeah, obviously stay safe and everything. Take care of yourselves, and we'll be doing some more Cold Waters, maybe even some Long Dark in the not too distant future. But yes, a massive thank you from me. Couch funds? Did I say couch fund? Tuition fund. What happened to the uni fund? No, it's going into the uni fund. Slight Freudian slip there. So yeah, thank you everyone, and I am going to catch you all in the not too distant future. I'm going to click continue, going to hit save, and we're going to quit out of this scenario. Got to just try and find the bad guys. So yeah, let me see if there's anybody worth your time this fine afternoon. Let's see who is online here for you to participate in. So we got Sips, Personal Guilty Pleasure, we've got Cyanide, Edberg, and Alistair. Obviously, Alistair's our colloquial small-time streamer here, currently playing Ori and the Will of the Wisps. So, like a small indie game. So, yes, do feel free to drop in and say hi, give him my best, and I will catch you all in the not-too-distant future. So, see you later, folks. Oh, dear. And, yeah, take care. Bye-bye. There we go. Say goodbye.